Good night. Good night. Get out of here, clown.
You guys just opened yourself to a lawsuit, dude.
Get out of here, clown.
What crime is he suspected of committing?
He's creating disturbance, obviously.
Disturbance, he's talking.
What about the
He's
two
not gonna
officers
yell
at
at
the
me.
building?
He's allowed a grievance with the police
No,
officer.
he's not going to yell at me. That's causing a disturbance.
Please don't walk up on me.
You don't tell me what to do.
Welcome back to San Joaquin Audits. On this channel, we take a look at police interaction videos and promote transparency. Speaking of transparency and accountability, the St. Louis Police Department is failing at both due to the fact that they are withholding body cam footage from the public after one of their officers crashed into a bar. Not only did the crash look to be a product of reckless driving, but St. Louis police officers also arrested the bar owner moments after the crash for disturbing the peace. Luckily, we have some footage of the incident.
No, that's not how it works, dude. Good night. You hit the fucking house, dude. Write a report.
You cannot card me.
He can yell at you. It's called grieving.
No, you're not.
Yes, you can.
You're not going to cause a disturbance.
Arrest him.
I'm not causing a disturbance.
You're raising your voice at me?
Because you just drove into the car.
Let him arrest you, dude.
That was a GTA side quest. Y'all got
Hey, that's a settlement. You're good, dude. You didn't break the law. They just opened themselves up to a lawsuit.
Good night. Good night. Get out of here, clown.
You guys just opened yourself to a lawsuit, dude.
Get out of here, clown.
What crime is he suspected of committing?
He's creating disturbance, obviously.
Disturbance, he's talking.
What about the
He's
two
not gonna
officers
yell
at
at
the
me.
building?
He's allowed a grievance with the police
No,
officer.
he's not going to yell at me. That's causing a disturbance.
Please don't walk up on me.
You don't tell me what to do.
Dude, don't walk up on me.
Exactly. Get out
No,
of here,
don't you
clown.
intimidate me. You're not going to walk up on me. Can I have your badge number? Hey, badge number, please.
Right, that's why we're
Officer,
here.
officer, what's your badge number?
Are you involved in this?
What's your? I'm
you
in.
involved in
I'm
this?
in public.
Are you involved
I'm
in
in
this?
public. What's
Are
your?
you involved in
You
this?
engaged with me.
Indeed.
What's your badge number?
Keep interfering, you'll be handcuffed
It's
too.
interfering is a
Keep
physical act.
interfering,
It's a physical
you'll be
act.
in handcuffs too,
It's
clown.
a physical act. Then you're open up to litigation. What's your name and badge number?
A statement from the St. Louis Police Department says Missouri state law won't allow them to release the body camera video to the public yet.
Yeah, Kelly and Brent, the state law that shields police body cam video from the public eye during ongoing investigations also gives police discretion to end those investigations and hand the video over. So advocates for transparency have said if there's some good reason why any investigations are still truly ongoing, maybe the police chief can face the press and explain why.
Listen to the first words out of Chief Robert Tracy's mouth as he begins to answer reporters' questions at his very first press conference in St. Louis with this promise.
My core values is about transparency. You'll see that as I go along.
Well, 1 year along,
I think it's important for Chief Tracy to speak out.
he's facing calls from City Hall to face the press after a combination of police body cam, surveillance, and civilian videos show one officer crash into a South City gay bar.
We want to hold our officers accountable. They're held to a higher level because they should be, because of the awesome responsibility that we give them. And there's, in this profession for 40 years, police officers want to be held accountable and they want their counterparts to be held accountable. Where it raises up to, first, we have an accident. We have officers going down. He's already been out there. I have to relitigate this thing, and only certain things I can go into. Officers going down, going up about 40 miles per hour. We checked on the black box through technology. That can be verified. That'll be out there. The officer, 15 minutes after the accident, told his supervisor, I messed up. I looked down. And then when I looked up, I redirected my vehicle, and they crashed into a building at 22 miles per hour and airbags deployed. You know, if you ever had an airbag hit you in the face, thank God these officers are okay. They made a mistake. They made a mistake. And we will review that. And just because they made a mistake doesn't mean we don't hold them accountable. We have department accident review boards that are done every 2 months. And there is either no fault, well, it's not going to happen here, no fault, and when I say that, than his due process in the investigation. But he's already admitted to some of the things that he's done, so I'm going to go on a limb right now. That car crashes in, and then we're going to take a look at that. And we have disciplined officers. We retrain them because I'm going to tell you right now, in the last 10 years, more officers get in accidents now, and I'm looking at the type of training we're doing. And I've sat down with the trainings. I'm looking nationally. I go to conferences. I talk to other chiefs. What are you doing to bring accidents down? You know what? Because more officers get hurt in car accidents, and so do other people, than probably any other thing. Sometimes it goes up with shootings, but sometimes it becomes car accidents. And I got to keep my officers alive and keep people safe. And when they respond to incidents, if they don't get to that incident, especially if they're lights and sirens, and they don't get there, they can't get help to that person that was calling for it like it was the other day. So are they going to be held accountable? Yes. Is there going to be another investigation on top of that? The owners of the bar have counsel. He has said that he wants to make a civilian complaint. We have been on phone with him. We've asked him to come in. We've asked him to give us any evidence, and we'll continue to do the investigation on the part of the actions of the officers. I will tell you, the officer did say that getting to the accident told one of the owners, I can get into a little bit about body-worn camera, but he apologized. He says no one here is more remorseful of crashing into your establishment. I'm glad those officers are all right. I feel bad, and I'm sorry that their establishment got hit and they got the damage that happened to that place. Nobody wants to see that. There is remorse about that because our actions affect people, and look at the way it's affected people. And then afterwards, you know, there's high tensions, and then there's an assault for arrest that was being made. I think everybody knows what I'm talking about here. But once again, when it comes to body-worn camera, I'm limited by the Sunshine Law, and I'm limited by the state laws here and what I can release and what I can't release. And when I do release it, it's after the investigation. I got 3 investigations going here. I got a criminal investigation, I have a civilian complaint investigation, and I have a department accident investigation. And there's a lot of things that a chief wants to say or wish he could say, but I also have to follow the letter of the law, and I also have to make sure that I'm not going to taint a jury pool should this ever go to trial, because I have to talk to the circuit attorney, I have to talk to our counselors, I have to speak to everyone to make sure, am I going to compromise this case? And then I did make an exception, which we have made exceptions when it came to an officer involved shooting, possibly a suicide. We have made exceptions, so I'm not putting out something publicly, which I'm not supposed to do, but there's an exception where I did bring stakeholders in, and with consultation with the mayor, brought in the LGBTQIA+ advisory board, that they came in and looked at this on a Thursday after the incident. And we also had a couple of 4 elected officials from our Board of Alders that also came in, and then we also had a representative from Corey Bush's office that came in. And we allowed them to come see and say, hey, listen, if you can get the word out, you know, when you don't know, then sometimes rumors start to fly. And at least some people can help us in the community to maybe say, why don't we all wait and see what happens? I have to wait till the investigations are finished, and then I can comment more on it. But I have commented a lot on this, but just when it comes to an officer-involved shooting or anything else, I really can't say a lot because I'll be compromising due process, and I can compromise an investigation.
Chief, you cite the Sunshine Law, but in fact, as you know, the only investigation that would bar you from releasing the video is the criminal one, the other 2 notwithstanding. And the law also says your department determines when to end an investigation. Are you really still investigating whether a bar owner shoved an officer? Isn't that investigation concluded? Why can't you release the video?
Well, you just made 2 points there. You said you could release it if it's your investigation, so close your investigation, right? But then you said, but you can release it since it's not a criminal. There is a criminal investigation, and it's not my job right now. After a warrant sworn out, assistant circuit attorney has seen that and preferred warrants and charges on the actions of that individual. So it's already in the criminal justice system. So we still have a criminal case, right? So on your logic and what your interpretation, you're telling me that I could release it, but I can't. There's a criminal case going on, and there's also an internal investigation. And I'd rather not compromise an internal investigation on this. And there's a lot of material that's out there that is actually very similar to what the body-worn camera
is that going to be your standard going forward? Or
but as far as what?
Releasing body camera footage in other incidents that might be...
It would have to go case-by-case basis. I would have to check with my city council. I have to check with the circuit attorney. I have to look at what type of case that I'd be compromising. But I'm open to taking a look at what we can and can't do, and especially with I think I don't want to say it, but I know in 2016, the interpretation of video or recordings from in-car camera or body-worn camera. There are restrictions to what I can do, and I'm abiding by that.
Now the city of St. Louis may condemn the building weeks after the police crashed into the bar. The location is still boarded up from the damage, but it remains open to customers. The city is giving the bar owner until February 19th to fix the damages or face fines and possible condemnation. It seems to me like the police department and the city of St. Louis is failing to be transparent and accountable in this situation. It will be very interesting to see how this plays out. Let me know your thoughts on this interaction below in the comment section.
San Joaquin, San Joaquin. Yeah. Gotta watch him. We know the way that you copping. We don't give no option. Camera gon' shoot in 9 minutes. Keep that rolling, no stopping. They don't know now, we gon' teach them everything. By my country, everything. This my country, every day. False conviction, you got a power addiction. We on the road, me and the bros, telling the story so everyone know. Send them to hell, little Nicky. San Joaquin, shout out the crew. We gon' show the world, don't miss it. My whole team on a mission. My eyes wide open, I see everything you doing. We gon' check the law. I know my rights like I passed the bar. I'ma make sure you know yours and all. Home of the brave, free us all. Can't do it all and we standing tall. Only real criminals behind bars. Only real criminals behind bars. Ooh, excuse me, Mr. Officer. Why you wanna pull me over for? This is public property. You not even